Welcome to Random, Rambling, and Rhetoric with TJ Mercer, that's my TT, and it's all powered by her Samsung Notes. Now, here's my TT.
I just loves me some porta potties, said no one ever. I don't know about you, but the ickiest thing on the planet is when I am forced to use a porta potty. I try to hold my bladder until the last possible minute. And what about nasty public restrooms? Ew, public restrooms plus kids. Parents, what do you do as soon as you take them to a public bathroom? You make them hold up their hands and forbid them to touch anything. Then you get in the stall, there's no toilet paper or seat cover, you handle your business, come out, and then there's no soap or paper towels. Lord have mercy, Jesus is just not a good situation all around. Fortunately, there's the restroom kit, a full bathroom solution the size of a lightweight deck of cards. A deck of cards, y'all. I keep one in my purse all the time just because it's complete with a full patented oversized toilet seat cover, enough toilet paper to cover the essentials, plus wet wipes for your tushy and your hands. The restroom kit is a don't leave home without it necessity for your road trips, you going camping, the beach, festivals, basically any restroom that ain't yours. Even that friend of yours who's cleaning is not their strong suit. You know what I mean? So pop on over and visit therestroomkit.com. That's therestroomkit.com. And when you use the code RAMBLINGS, RAMBLINGS, you will get 15% off your purchase. So stop going to the bathroom without the full protection you need. Go get the restroom kit at therestroomkit.com.
Hey, it's TJ, your shenanigan storyteller, and today I want to tell you about a conversation I had with one of my favorite uncles, and Uncle Jay. Lord, I know if you listen to this and you got uncles, you got you an Uncle Jay. So Uncle Jay is that dude that and all my uncles really, I talk to on a regular basis. None is, let me just qualify before I get myself in trouble. None is greater than the other because they each have a special place in my heart for different reasons. And so you've heard me talk about, especially if you've listened to the story about my Howard graduation and my dad wanting to get a picture with General Colin Powell. So that is the dad, as I explained, that is the dad that chose me. He and my mom married after my biological father was killed. But my biological father, named Mohawk, when he was killed when I was 8, Uncle Jay, his brother, and Uncle Roscoe, his other brother, stepped in and really became, father figures to me. So Uncle Jay has been my dude my whole life, basically. So, and he always has this greeting. If you call him, "Hey, sweetie, what you up to? What you know good?" And so he got sick last week, and apparently it was serious because they put him in the hospital. So I called him, and I was like, "Unc, what in the world you doing? This is like the 3rd time you've been in the hospital. What, you got a woman up there? What?" And he was like, "Well, Rabbit," because that's my nickname for that side of the family. "Well, Rabbit, us Newsom man. You know what time it is." So I'm talking to him, and I was like, "Unc, tell me what happened. What's going on? What happened?" So, without revealing his medical condition, it was serious enough that the doctor tried to get in touch with his daughter, my cousin, and couldn't. So he told my uncle, "Well, Mr. Newsom, I'm going to send a ambulance for you." My crazy uncle was like, no, that's a bunch of wasted money. I'll find my own way. I ain't giving the ambulance $500. So I'm laughing, partly because that's my uncle, and that's certainly how he would do. But I'm also laughing because that's me too. Because, it's not funny, but if you know me, my way of surviving things or getting through things is kind of just going for humor. So I told part of this story on Facebook Live a few weeks ago, but when Unc did it, it reminded me like, okay, I got to tell my podcast listeners because if you don't know, I lost my daughter, and I was pregnant with her, and she ultimately ended up being stillborn. So the night that my water prematurely broke, long story short, ambulance had to be called. My mom happened to be in town, and my husband at the time, he never dealt with pressure or stress well, and he was flipping out to the point where the paramedics, first of all, I was in my gown because all this went down at 1 a.m. in the morning, and I was in my gown, and all of a sudden I look up, and three of the finest paramedic firefighters here. We have firefighters who respond too. They come with the fire trucks and everything. And when I'm saying here, I mean here in LA. And I'm in my gown, laying down on the bed because my water had prematurely broke. My mom had got me back on the bed. And I look up, and three of the finest firefighters in uniform and whatnot come through my door. And I'm like, do I need all of y'all? Because part of me is like embarrassed. I'm in my gown. I know, I'm crazy. But I'm like, do I need all y'all? And so I guess the lead person he nodded to the other. He's like, I got it. So in the meantime, there's a whole bunch of chaos going on in the living room, and I hear my ex-husband just cussing. And I asked the firefighter or the paramedic, whichever one it was, and I asked him, like, what's going on in there? And he was like, they can't get the gurney in here to you. They're having troubles navigating the furniture. And I was like, will it make it easier if I try to walk? And he was like, if you can, yeah, then we can get you moving sooner. So I was like, okay. So and this was back in 2006. So cell phones, they were out, but we weren't glued to them. So my mother's standing at the entrance of the door as we're exiting. And I look at her, and I just knew, I knew I lost my baby. I just knew it. But I mouthed to my mother, don't tell my husband because he really gonna lose it. And she was like, what do you want me to bring? And I was like, my laptop. Because in my mind, I can solve anything with my laptop. Me and my laptop are still like that to this day. Now it's my laptop and my phone. But in my mind, give me my laptop. I can research some stuff. I can solve some stuff, and we're going to be good. And so my mother was like, you think you should bring your purse too? I'm like, oh yeah, you may want to get that too. So anyway, we get in the ambulance, and this is what made me think about what Uncle Jay did. We get in the ambulance, and my ex-husband, his face is glued to the back of the door as he's peeking in the window. And my mother is like, try to hold it together because he's at the window. And I gave him a thumbs up, tell him I'd be okay, because they refused to let him be with me because he was just too emotional. So the ambulance is putting in an IV, and I'm like, what I need an IV for? And he was like, because just in case you get to the hospital, it's, you already need it. I was like, oh, okay. And so the paramedic goes, you sure are very calm. And I tell him, like, did you see that fool out there? Do you really want two of us like that? And so you can tell the paramedic had no idea what to, because I'm still, trauma is happening to me, but I also surrender my life to God. And whatever God wants, He'll equip me to deal with it. So that's why I tend to go into, just still processing pain, but still, being humorous. So we're driving, and I hear, it's like no sirens. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. And I asked the paramedic, how come how come I don't hear any sirens? And he was like, well, ma'am, you know, it's pretty late at night. So we usually want to run the sirens, you know, in the daytime where it's traffic. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Hold up. You mean to tell me that this ambulance ride is going to cost me at least $1,500? Because, see, I know what my health insurance deductible is. It's going to cost me, the first $1,500 is going to have to come out of my pocket. And you mean to tell me I don't get a whoop whoop? I was like, no, I need a whoop whoop. I need something. And so, again, he's looking at me like, I don't. So he just he bangs on the window, and whatever the guy, he's like, Mike, when we get closer to the hospital, can you hit the siren? And I'm sure Mike was like, okay. So the paramedic looks at me, he goes, is that okay? I'm like, yes, I need my whoop, 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 whoop. I need that to complete this journey. And so lo and behold, we actually get to the hospital, and I hear woo, 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 woo. And even though I'm in the midst of trauma, I'm settled because this ambulance ride that's going to cost me $1,500, at least I feel like I got the full treatment. So when Uncle Jay says that to me, when he says, no, because he lives in Tennessee, so, you know, no, that ambulance ride gonna cost me $500. I'll figure out another way to get to the hospital. And that's what he did. So I guess I have it in me to be conscious of things that I have to pay for that's not necessary. But then get this, I'll leave you with this. So get this, I'm talking to Unc. He's bringing me up to speed. What's going on? And then all of a sudden, I guess a woman walks in the room, and he starts explaining, yeah, I'm talking to my niece, Rabbit. She out there in California. And I hear the woman go, oh, that's so nice. So Unc, you know, he patiently, you know, I ain't gonna say patiently. He starts quickly answering my other questions, and all of a sudden he goes, all right, let me talk to this woman who came in. I'll talk to you later. Uncle Jay, love you. Bye. All in one sentence. And I was like, that's my Unc. I love him to death. He has always been there for me. And I just come from a crazy family. Now, I know I ain't the only one that got crazy family members that had you in stitches. So before you go judging me and my family, you better take a closer look at what's going on in yours. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep on going on my daily walk, where you can find me all the time. You go out and make God smile. I'm going to make him laugh. Don't forget to subscribe, to review, and to share. All right, talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Well, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed what my TT shared with you. And like she always says, let's go out and make God smile. And don't forget to hug somebody. It's T2 Mercer signing off now. See y'all later.